Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Netflix. And I'm going to talk about my own personal experience with Netflix, and how my support for Netflix is waning. All right, so I've been a huge fan of Netflix for a long time. It's important to me. Like, I really enjoy Netflix, and it's really been a very important, useful part of my life, right? So let me just give you a quick, and one of the reasons why we're talking today is I see changes on the horizon, right? So let me explain why we're talking today, right? So the biggest reason we're talking today is I'm a huge Netflix fan, and I'm the type of Netflix fan that has started to use these new online, these new online articles that talk specifically about, hey, what's coming out this coming month for Netflix, right? So I literally plan out my Netflix watching, and these articles will tell you, there's a whole bunch of them that I can't remember. There's a whole bunch of different sources that put them out, and one of the things that is really nice is they'll tell you what's leaving Netflix and what's coming on to Netflix, and I'll use the leavings as an excuse to watch something while I know I can watch it for essentially free, right? Because I'm paying for my Netflix thing, so I want to get the best. I'm paying my Netflix each month. I want to get the best out of it, right? And by the way, we're just streamers. We don't do the discs. I don't know anybody actually, I do know a couple of people who still use the disc, but we're streamers, right? So basically, I went to do that, right? And I went to I went to Netflix's own queue, right? And Netflix was like, hey, here's what we're bringing in the second half of July. Here's all our exciting new stuff. And there were 20, I think there was 20 releases at least, right? Maybe up near 30. There was nothing I wanted to watch, right? They're like, this is the last half of August. Here's all the stuff we're releasing. And I could not see a single thing I was excited to watch. Not one. That has never happened. I was like, whoa, that is a problem. That is a serious problem, right? So I want to talk about why this is happening, right? So I don't think it's because I'm getting pickier. I'm not, right? I'm excited. I want to watch my Netflix. I want to watch good stuff on Netflix. And one of the things I noticed was, one, there was a lot of content that looked very low budget, right? That's a problem, right? I'm more than willing to give something low budget a try, but I want that to be part of what I'm getting, not the majority of what I'm getting. And then the other one is there was a ton of stuff that was international. Clearly not made in America, right? Again, I'm willing to watch international shows, but I don't want to be the majority of what I'm seeing on Netflix. I'm an American. I want American content, right? And so, basically low budget and international, that is not getting me excited, right? And I was very concerned. This is the first time I've ever gone and seen what was coming up in the next month of Netflix, and there was nothing, right? Literally nothing was that I was excited about. And I think, so why is this happening? Well, this is happening because of streaming services, right? Basically, Netflix crushed it, and it was winning the world, and Netflix scared the living heck out of Disney, right? Disney is a multi-billion-dollar international corporation. Disney rolls deep. They do stuff big. This was, when you are frightening Disney with your amount of success and momentum, you know it's getting real, right? And Netflix did that. They really scared Disney, right? And they scared the whole industry. They scared all they scared all the networks on television, and they scared everybody but YouTube, in my opinion, right? And so they were really making people question the entire structure of the entertainment industry. A ton of industries were like, oh my gosh, what's going on, right? So everybody woke up and goes, listen, we're all selling content. Everybody connected to the industry, the entertainment industry, woke up and was like, we're selling our best stuff to Netflix, and they're eating the world, man. This has got to stop. And guess what? It's stopping, right? I think the reason why, for the first time, I go to see what's going to be on Netflix in the next 2 to 4 weeks, and there's nothing I want to watch, right? Then the reason why that is everybody is keeping their content and saying nobody sells to Netflix anymore. right? And they're saying, and the reason why is we are either going to start our own streaming service right now, and there's a lot doing that, right? CBS has a streaming service right now. HBO Max is a streaming service that's getting spun up. What else is there? There's a lot, right? So you have the HBO Max, all of that, and then so you have the HBO Max, you have the CBS, and in addition to that, you also have what is the other one? DC has a streaming service now. Warner Brothers is going to do their own streaming service. They're coming out, and Disney Plus, right? And in addition to that, if you don't know, Disney owns Hulu now, which means that Hulu will be nested into Disney Plus. That is a lot. That is a ton of change, and that is a huge amount of streaming service competition. That is just a massive amount of streaming service competition, right? And it's stunning. Like, I can't believe that we have that much streaming service competition, right? And the reality is, I think every company out there is now like, we really need to think twice about selling to Netflix. Because one, we could either do it on our own, we could do our own streaming service. And by the way, I think every single one of those streaming services is going to find it harder to be a streaming service than they thought, right? I think Netflix works extremely hard to do what they do, and I think they do a lot of back-end actions that people are unaware of, because every time I've gone to any of these other streaming services, they are trash as far as performance, right? Like, I've never seen a streaming service that is even remotely close to Netflix except YouTube, right? So I think all these group people are like, oh, let's make our own streaming service. It's fine. I think they're going to find there is a lot to be done there, and that it is very, very hard work, right? All right, so with all that said, we've got these streaming services coming up, right? And I think even all the auxiliary companies in entertainment are saying, hey, we can either do our own streaming service or we can sell to all these other streaming services. That's another thing that's going to get tough for these streaming services, because they're going to want to have good content, and now all these streaming services are going to be competing for the same shows, right? So this is going to drive entertainment to be even more valuable than it is right now, and it's already worth billions, right? Billions are on the line. So I really think, we've reached a point where the streaming competitions, right, has really reached a point where I think it's incredibly difficult for Netflix to get new stuff, right? And the problem is, I love a lot of their shows, right? So here's the stuff that I watch on Netflix that I really love. Walking Dead, awesome. Riverdale, awesome. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Voltron. The Innocents, right? Lost in Space. All these are really, and Stranger Things, of course. These are all rock solid shows, right? But they can't fire these off. That's not even one per month, right? And Netflix is really struggling to fix this. I have a lot of sympathy for them. They have a big issue they've got to handle right now. So they've definitely got work to do. I have a lot of sympathy for them. I'm in their corner. I hope they can figure out a way to fix this. But this is the first time ever I can say that my support for Netflix is waning, because I'm paying my monthly every month and I'm not really seeing things I want to watch. Now, I will say right now, I won't touch my Netflix subscription until easily the end of the year. But at the end of this year, if it doesn't shape up, I'm definitely going to have to be thinking twice about if I continue forward with my Netflix. That is all my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion. What do you think about what's going on with Netflix right now? Are you finding good stuff to watch on Netflix? If so, let me know what. And then also let me know if you think I'm right. Do you think, these streaming wars is the reason that that Netflix is becoming a ghost town for good content? I'd really love to know what you think. Please let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.